Hey guys, tightrope here, bringing you a 2v2 today. We're on Pachino, Farmlands. Today spawning in the north, we have Anthrax with US forces. Looks like he's gone for Airborne. We're dropping right onto the VP early on. Teaming up with him is Warbringer as the Brits, unselected so far. Heartless Jäger with Wehrmacht, going for Luftwaffe. And VonManteuffel with Italian Combined Arms as Afrika Korps. In terms of rankings, range team on both sides. You might be able to tell from some of these clan tags. Both of the axes are top 10. And on the allied side, I think Anthrax is 13, Warbringer around 100. Initially, I probably wasn't going to cast this, but I heard the hotfix got delayed, so here we are. This might come out after the hotfix is already released, but
you need weapons? We need coordinates.
That's how it goes sometimes. So we're probably going to see a few of these OP planes getting spammed, you know? I have to imagine.
Area secured. Set up and stand by.
Okay. Engineers chasing down the Panzer Pios. Got some Panzer Grenadiers coming around the corner. Looks like they're going to jump into the building. I haven't cast too much on Pachino. In fact, this may even be my first game. Maybe my second. This has been thrown up for a long time by Heartless Jäger. Oh, he's waiting for the cables. That's what it was. I see, I see. Feels like it's got slightly different lighting to the 1v1 variant though. That's what strikes me after playing a few games on this map yesterday. Or on the 1v1 version. Ooh, late retreat. Ouch. As Basilieri came around the corner. I wasn't expecting those, and there was a quick kill. As the engineers do feel quite squishy. They spit out some big time damage, but they can also die very quickly. Kind of reminiscent of how they were in COH3. So yeah, delayed capture on these 2 points close to the base to boost up the fuel income from them. Scouts meanwhile capping out the far edge. Got a machine gun rolling out for Heartless Jäger. 1919 looks like it's going to win this.
Rifleman squad deployed.
This is still not connected for the allies. Looks like they're going to get it now. Section's going to try to scramble for some cover. There is a reinforcement arriving. Focusing on the Panzer Pio first. It's not upgrading a flame or anything. Second mortar for Anthrax. That's an unusual choice. Cover's a little bit different around here. There's no tank trap as well.
The enemy is stealing our munitions.
MG jumps into the building. Scout manages to get the decap off though.
One of our munitions points is being neutralized.
And we've got the Falchion Pio coming down. Imagine he's going to want to re-gap this with the
we must take it back.
kitten, but that's way out off to the side. So both teams kind of making an expedition into the other's territory on the flanks. Oh, did that second mortar got cancelled? Maybe for another rifle. Let's scrap out here. We do have some Boys AT rifles brought in. This is a tough one though. It seems like Warbringer getting into some awkward engagements. Oh. Ooh. But eventually does overwhelm. Not before the kitten had already backed away safely. These Panzer units, they are pretty strong in close range. You want to try and avoid those close range engagements if possible against them. There's a satchel. Ooh, what a shot from the mortar though. huge damage. 1919 combining up with the rifle. That was just such a nasty shot from the mortar. Didn't have a hope of surviving after that. The kitten's coming down here to cap this again.
Losing a fuel point.
Wants that boosted resources. Just going to cap this with the
A munitions
Panzer
point is
Post.
being attacked.
Seems like the Axis may be a little bit behind on territory.
Reinforced.
The enemy have taken
So
territory from
we'll
us.
have a look through.
We're losing
Only
a
3
victory
squads for
point to
Warbringer.
enemy
I
action.
think he did lose a Royal Engineer, right? Just checking if he's gone for the early infantry training. Doesn't look like
We're
it.
losing a munitions point.
It's a Stuart unlock coming through at this stage.
Victory point under enemy control.
VonManteuffel mixed in 1 Bacillary. Has gone for the 6-man upgrade for the Panzergreens as well.
Filling those sacks.
Heartless Jäger losing the Pachino, 2 machine guns, a mortar, and the kitten. Maybe poised.
A victory point has fallen into
So the
enemy
first
control.
strafe come through there. Okay, he's already got that ticked as well, the double sortie.
We've lost a territory sector.
Get on, boys.
Crew, awaiting orders.
Okay, short range mortar here. Touching up the Bacillary.
Send a runner.
I feel like it's really hard to get your units properly in cover along this wall. Good reposition there from VonManteuffel. I had a huge struggle doing that the other day. Repositioned like 3 times.
VARs have been distributed to our riflemen.
Bars now for Anthrax. Do have a Toad LEIG coming out from VonManteuffel.
Cover him.
Just a regular 250, hasn't got any of the durability upgrades yet. And Heartless Jäger has a Jäger. Bit of a flank from the bar rifleman, tries to set up with the machine gun. That's a bit greedy.
Grenades, TNT.
Doesn't quite pay off.
We've got him.
SOP, boys.
Oh! Planes come through, help with the clear out. There's a good chance it was going to get decrewed anyway, but with the other machine gun there, might not have been able to get away with it, I don't know.
Time to reload.
And those planes clearing it off fast. Mine goes off. Stuart, though, up here bullying the Afrika infantry. We do have a Simavente arriving to fight back. Not a matchup you see too often. Misses his first shot. Got a snare off. Does mean grenades have been ticked. VonManteuffel. Could maybe use the barrage on that now against the infantry. Here he goes. Ooh! Close ranger. Nearly got the whole squad. Bit disappointing that it missed its first shot though.
A victory point is under attack. We must act.
So yeah, having gone down this tech tree now, does mean the Braider is going to come online very, very late. Oh, that's a really bad retreat path for Heartless Jäger. And he goes down. Ouch. Those bars just arrived at the exact wrong time. Here come the planes again. Dodges with the Jäger. Gets out of there with the machine gun before the second pass comes through. Uh-oh. So Vento's getting extremely low. Here he goes down to the boys AT rifles there. This up here maybe can provide a bit of combined arms.
Force is beginning
Okay,
reconnaissance.
we've got a second Stuart now from Warbringer. It is quite an investment to go into the Stuart. You know, the side tech reasonably expensive, so it kind of does incentivize you to go for 2 of them. This is quite cheap to build subsequent Stuarts. In terms of fuel, at least.
Enemy movement near victory point.
Cervente, though, forcing them back, nearly Vet 1.
They've captured a victory point.
An AT gun coming into the mix for Warbringer. Still hasn't selected his battle group. Heartless Jäger, meanwhile, up to 3 Jägers even after losing one. Got 2 of them with a recon package as well. Did, of course, turn over that machine gun earlier. VonManteuffel. Seeing everything he's got. Going for that LEIG. Did get a buff, remember, on its recharge. Barrage recharge. Planes come through again, force a bunch of retreats. Got a supply drop called in. Just so they can spam more planes, I guess. He's got the discount there, only 33 munitions. And they, I think in the patch notes they said they removed the functionality where if these got shot down it would increase their cooldown. Strange time to implement that change. Should come up the hill here, but machine gun locking down this angle. Could come around all the way around the side. Yeah, recon plane coming through there, I believe. Oh,
Supply paradrop is ready to go, Commander.
reasonable rotation rate on the Cervente.
We have infantry on the field, Commander.
Got through that recon plane, spotting all the enemy positions.
Rifles losing integrity. Bingo fuel in. Heading back to base.
Even with the recon package, Jaegers do struggle against the double barrel riflemen mid to short range.
Transport loaded
I
up.
think they are far enough back that they're on heavy cover,
Recon overflights have improved.
so definitely favoured in that situation. Stuart's doing a bit of a drive-by. Cervente, I think maybe biting off more than it can chew, trying to go for a 2-on-1. Could easily get overwhelmed here. Would not recommend that. Tried to go for an attack ground. You can't attack ground through buildings anymore. Because these Stuarts, they could pop the
ready to ruin Jerry's day.
target tread, the tread shot. Could just swoop in here and kill off the Cervente very easily. Able to get away with that machine gun, only just. Gotta be really on point with your dodging. One of the Jaegers upgraded.
One of our anti-tank guns has been destroyed.
Oh boy. Bit of a roll through from the Panzergrenz. They got 6-man and the LMG upgrade.
Line, trying to take one of our points.
And they're making it count here. Might need to bring in some artillery with the recce section here. So he's going to try to go for a snare. One of the Stuarts could be in some trouble here. Oh,
Enemy ground.
got a phase through though, maybe saving the day for that Stuart. I'll try to jump back on the AT gun. The boys' AT rifles are there. Cervente though able to chase down and knock out that Stuart. Nicely done.
The Stuart's tank has been lost.
Good overall
in the
attack. I think Warbringer maybe not too familiar with this Stuart. Maybe he hasn't worked the target tread into his game yet, but with target tread, he should have been able to completely overwhelm that Cervente at pretty much any stage once he had the double Stuarts.
We are losing territory. Crusader cruiser finished.
How's that LEIG doing? 6 kills so far. I think he used a barrage recharge bonus at
Enemy fire!
Vet 1.
We're losing a victory.
Recon plane coming through there for Anthrax. Has he fully juiced this up?
Fuel in. Heading back to base. Run by request.
Yeah, he's got all of the upgrades.
Initiate and load it.
Bring in a recon loiter now. Plane's off cooldown, ready to go.
We're losing it.
Stay low, goddammit!
Okay, we've got a Crusader out here, and what a great shot on the Jägers immediately. They have to retreat. It was pretty much all of Heartless Jäger's anti-tank. Strafe brought in. Second pass, though, not that good on the LAIG. Panzergreen's coming up here, trying to prevent the complete overwhelm. 250 spinning around in circles. I think I was trying to target the recon plane. Cervente's coming across here.
Defend our victory point.
Panzergreen's, though, doing well in the center with the combined arms buff rolling. Cervente, yeah, holding its ground nicely.
One of our mortar teams has taken casualties.
Dodging forwards. I think that's the artillery, though. Easy to dodge that. And again, the Pantagrenadiers are pressuring. Kind of looks like they're able to fire their LMGs on the move a bit. Get a double snare off on the Crusader. The Cervente gonna come through here. Doing some attack rounds through the destroyed building. Oh, looks like this has been cleared off. Can drive through here.
Down to 250 points. Repeat.
Cervente coming in. Gonna go after the Stuart first off, but that's fast. And I'm wondering why the Crusaders try and shoot the infantry instead of the Cervente. It probably could have killed this and survived with how things lined up there. Did manage to knock out a Panzergren, but it was kind of just fortuitous. I was hoping to kill off the 6-pounder after that, but has to get out. Warbringer bringing in the anti-tank rocket loiter. These planes, though, they don't seem to lock on as immediately as the Afrika Korps ones do. So Vente's able to get out of there before any damage came through. There's 4 on the field now for Heartless Jäger. And chased down by the paratroopers.
Resource caches will yield a surplus, Commander.
Ooh, that was a big hit. Looks like he's bringing in some planes again. And those were the rockets, the dual P-47s. If you don't dodge them at all, you can kill a Panzer IV in one double rocket attack. Both passes connect. But they aren't coming that fast. Can't dodge them. As long as you don't have an engine crit, I suppose. See the Axis right up against it in terms of victory points. They are way behind, really struggling in that department. It needed like the kitten to still be alive to kind of harass down the side of the map. I think it has died at some stage. I didn't catch it on camera, I believe. LG-40 out for Heartless Jäger for a bit of extra anti-tank. But it doesn't do too well against the Matilda with 300 frontal armor. The LG-40 really going to struggle to penetrate it. It's horrible penetration.
Enemy movement near a victory point.
He's got like 80 far penetration, something like that. Really bad.
Red tails on the way.
We have a Hellcat reporting for duty.
There's a 3 out for VonManteuffel meanwhile.
Victory point now under enemy control.
Not a terribly large army for him at this stage after losing that squad. Oh boy. Got a squad wipe there, nice. Here we go, a bit of a move coming in from the Matilda. Getting cold feet though after taking a shot from the Cervente. I don't think it needed to be that scared. There's the AT gun back up. AT rifles, but here comes the Panzer IV and the Panzer III. Cervente goes for a barrage, dodged. Here come the planes again. These are the rocket loiter planes. Oh, rocket strafe rather. A little bit of damage, not too bad. Second Panzer IV out for Heartless Jäger now. This is what he's saving for. Hellcat comes in from the side. Now, this is perfect for the LG-40, and what a walloping it took. Overextending itself there. Guy's real fast, trying to chase in for a snare. The But he gets it off. Might cost him his squad in the process, though. It does indeed. Reckless stuff there from Anthrax, suffering some big losses. Cervente could be in some trouble here, though. That goes down. Try and chase the Matilda. Getting baited in. Getting a kill in return. But there's a bar on the ground there. Still, the VP situation is not good for the Axis. But a walking Stuka out. Decent amount of damage. So yeah, what determines whether you can like drive through these or if they kind of remain in place is what kind of artillery or what kind of shell was the finishing blow on the structure. For the heavy shells, they flatten the building, but for lighter shells, they leave it standing to some extent. Still blocking pathfinding. There we go, got another one of these. Oh no, that's actually the planes. Oh! There goes the Stuart. There goes the Allied infantry from the centre. Big move from the Axis. Might even get a squad wipe here. Yep. Get 3 on the Panzergrenz. Interesting, VonManteuffel went for a Basilieri. Has not got the extra man possible, so... I mean, they're okay running around capping stuff. Good dodge there on the planes. Try to come in here for a snare. Fresh Semivente from VonManteuffel. Gets the engine crit, but the AT gun is there, and here comes a second Matilda now. Ooh. Chasing down the Semivente, but I think it's fast enough to get out.
They have 200 points remaining.
I'm a little bit surprised these guys didn't sprint out to the far capture. Far VP. Hellcat coming around the corner here. Does not have the machine gun upgrade on it. Gone for another supply drop to get a 25 manpower cost decrease this patch, so it can really allow you to spam those abilities. Okay, probing, but the LG-40's there. Now dropping in an AT gun out the back. Still stripping, tossing out its smoke. And it's grenade assault. T-gun on the ground now. Needs to get mobilized. Oh, the double. What was that? A mortar combining up with the LEIG. That was a quick 1-2 punch. Didn't give much of a chance for that to escape. And Heartless Jäger is going to recover that. Anthrax really down the dumps after all of those losses. There's almost no army left anymore. Semivente is going to work here on the Matildas. Don't actually know how much penetration they have. Brings in his rocket loiter. Oh, just planes all over the show, but what happened to this AT gun? It just got completely overwhelmed. The Hellcat had to fall back. Don't know what. Did he get stuck there or something? I'm not sure. It's so strange how inactive it was.
Have command points available.
Trying to get some repairs going on these Matildas. So Warbringer's planes still have a little bit of duration left. Interesting, they kind of target them as they drive past. I wonder if that kind of slows down repairs.
Fuel point is being overrun.
Pushes the engineers around as they're trying to repair.
Royal engineers trained and ready to go.
What needs
Planes
A-15
timing out now.
We have 200 points remaining.
So yeah, going for Semiventes to buff up the anti-tank prowess. Doesn't have access to the Marder. Didn't go for mechanized, of course. Went for fire support instead. Okay, we've got some planes coming through. Strafing run. Ooh, got some nasty damage on that time. Really strong strafe there. And he's coming in with the Cervantes looking for the return kill. Here comes the anti-tank rockets though. One Cervante goes down. And both the Matildas survive. A lot of repairs required on them though. Here come the planes. Decent dodge. Took heavy damage on that squad, but completed the capture.
Report coming through that the enemy is down to 200 points.
Access to drain about 14 VPs there. Second Hellcat on the field now for Anthrax. Let's see if he can make it work against these Panzer IVs. They're starting to climb and vet. Do not have these skirts yet though. Don't know how much would actually matter against the Hellcat's penetration. Probably wouldn't.
The enemy is stealing our munitions point.
Rebuild on the Cervante. Going out to the far edge. Need to get that triple cap going if they want to shut the door on the allies. Training 2 to 1 is going to be very slow. Sprint in for a snare. You could see they wound up for it a couple of times. Didn't quite get it off. Really struggled to suppress here, and now a walking Stuka action. Heavy damage even on the Hellcats. They're now under pressure from the Shrek. Nearly loses one Hellcat there.
Enemy activity near our munition.
So an attack down the side. Looks like Brit players holding his ground. Some planes coming through. Off target. Late retreat on the machine gun. That goes down. Seems like Anthrax kind of struggling in the late game with his control.
Engineers on the field. Check the line. Capture point under attack.
Cheeky barrage there from the Cervante. Got a bit of damage in. 3 kills. Oh! Oh! Do you see that? That one did a barrel roll as I changed the camera over here.
Territory point is no longer under our control.
And the Matildas, they heard that and they're coming across. Crusader still needs some repairs. Harder to tell what ran over mine since they don't reveal like they did in Company of Heroes 2. Can't see what ran over them in the fog. You can see those XP kickers if it was like a squad of infantry, but no, supply drop coming through. Got the Matildas going to work here. It's still Cervantes lining up. Got a second Crusader coming in, so this could be an almighty move from Warbringer. 4 tanks. Got a bit of AT rifle action coming through there. Looks like the Crusader's going to come in for a fast move. Oh, we got a flak though coming in from VonManteuffel looking to shoot down some of these planes. Here come a bunch of planes though. All the planes are coming through. Oof. Oh, the rockets didn't quite land clean that second pass. Planes both directions. Here comes the walking Stuka now as well. Catching them while they're pinned from that strafe earlier. Man, that walking Stuka's got some big penetration, doesn't it? Smashed the Matilda there. Crusaders are waiting on the wings. Could get something going. LG-40 struggling to pin. Here we go. Double Matildas under pressure from the Cervante. Crusaders, here they come. The buildings shielding a lot of damage, but one Cervante does go down. And there are the double Crusaders on the rear of the Panzer IV. No hope of that escape. Caught in the rocket loiter. Oh! Nearly took out the Semovente. Oh, the Crusaders, they're not done though. They're going to come in. Try to finish the job. He's getting turbo repaired by like 5 squads or something. But the Crusaders are missing shot after shot. They're not on prioritized vehicles. Maybe targeting the wrong unit. It's very hard to right click when there's a bunch of infantry around in this patch at the moment. Can't right click enemy tanks. Need to just, I think, go and prioritize vehicles and attack move there. Hard to adjust if you've been used to right clicking the whole time, but unfortunately those infantry targeting changes. Bit of a liability. Good dodge there. I'm going to get out alive with LG-40. Mega turbo repairs. He's brought the med truck onto the front lines as well for some healing and reinforcing. And Semovente do seem to be holding up okay against the Matildas. Not incredible, but they're doing the job. Here we go. Semovente rolling in. Oh, knock out a Crusader. One Semovente goes down. Both of them go down in return though. AT gun's under some pressure from the Panzergrenz. Panzergrenz trying to get some snares off, but the Matilda's just got so much health. And that's not going to work. Fresh squad of LMG commandos being brought in. They did get buffed this patch. Here come the Jäger Shreks looking to polish off the engine critted Matilda. And down it goes. LMG commandos coming across. Allies under a lot of pressure here. Double Hellcats, they're not much use. Here comes a walking Stuka now. This could be trouble. Those walking Stukas do big damage to vehicles. Scatter's not the best. Still gets the Hellcats very low. Suppression into the center. Double Hellcats back out for repairs. So he's going to try camp this out. So we can recover these AT guns. Have a look now. 44 for Anthrax, 28 for Warbringer. Ooh, he suffered some big losses there. This Crusader control a little bit lacking. VonManteuffel meanwhile 60, Heartless Jäger 87. I'm sure the reinforced boost from infantry reserves has really helped in that regard. So it seems like a real turning point now for the Axis. They are way ahead in terms of pop cap. Much larger armies now. And finally got a flak out as well, shooting down some of these planes. Not effective against the Strace, but you know, the recon loiter, the rocket loiter. Shoot those down at least. Got another Crusader out. So far, I haven't been that impressed with the Crusader control. Needs to recover these. It's more repairs, I'd say. Warbringer, he doesn't have any engineers.
Push the advantage.
For Sherman, for Anthrax. Looks like the paratroopers have picked up an LMG. Can still upgrade the M1919s. Okay, and VonManteuffel went for mechanized, went for the Marder. And he's going to kill off this AT gun. Now, I can't believe Warbringer did not pick that up. I just cannot believe it. It's such a bad play. What a gift.
They pushed us off a sector.
Double Hellcats rolling in. Running right in. This guy's got a bazooka as well. A bombing run out the back and it knocks out the walking Stuka. Oof. That is from Warbringer. Brought in the naval bombardment. Did huge damage. I guess they didn't notice that one. Maybe it was combined up with a recon pass. Play there from the Allies. It's an expensive one, but much stronger after the patch. Uh-oh. Crusader got itself in some trouble. The double martyr's mopping up the Matilda. Got a martyr now for Heartless Jäger as well, chasing down these US tanks. Hellcats not on prioritized vehicles. Here comes the loiter from Heartless Jäger. We're going to close the show here. Chasing down these US tanks. So they'll be fast enough to avoid getting shreked up, perhaps. Oh! Still chasing. The rifleman could get some snares off here. This could be a bit of a turnaround. Oh no, they get pinned by the loiter. And because the Allies never recruit either of those anti-tank guns, they don't really have anything to stop this from happening right now. Really bad that they didn't recruit those when their armies were so small. Crusaders in here in some trouble. Rifleman retreating. Maybe we'll be able to get some snares off. Crucial miss there from the Panzer IV. The Hellcat's coming back in. One Panzer IV down, but there goes the Sherman as well. The Rifleman coming in. One snare off. This Hellcat, I think, missing. Oh, but they have just enough damage, the Hellcats, to get the kill before the Panzer IV could get another shot in. Wouldn't have been enough to kill anyway, the shot from the Panzer IV. Okay, it was healthy enough. Here comes a fresh walking Stuka into the base, it looks like. That could actually maybe kill the Hellcat. Nearly knocks out the mid tent. Axis is sitting pretty after this one. We're Warbringer at 32, Anthrax 43. Heartless Jäger off 58. He did suffer quite a few losses in that attack. VonManteuffel up to 66 now though. Managed to rebuild his walking Stuka, of course. Shot down that plane rapidly.
Report coming through that the enemy is down to 200 points.
Fresh Matilda for Warbringer. I think he did have more success with those than some others. He did manage to kill off the cache though, the Axis down here. Allies are low on VP, suffering the triple cap for a long time. Here comes the strafe though. Shuts down this infantry attack. And just gets completely shut down with the Panzer IV coming in as well. Still repairing out the back here desperately. Capping out to the edge with the LMG commandos. They're already up to almost Vet 2. 12 kills. They haven't been on the field for very long. Just maybe shows how strong they are. A few mines down from VonManteuffel. Good idea. This is a very good mine area through this choke point. Always planting mines there myself. 37 points. Allies, they've got to get something going and fast. They've got the strays ready to go. Stuka out onto this capture circle. Minor damage. Here come the Hellcats. Find a Panzer IV going for a bit of a 2-on-1. They're fast. They're chasing them down here. Here come the Jäger Shreks. Trying to get one Hellcat in return. Sherman doing work in the center, but here comes a martyr. Strafes shut down the infantry a bit. Hellcat trying to get behind the building, avoid this martyr damage. But the martyr's just smashing the Sherman. These guys didn't retreat. They held their position even though they were pinned. And the Sherman does eventually go down. Matilda's looking to come in from the side, but that mine about to pay major dividends. Come straight into it. Engine crit. Double martyrs. Going to work here. quick kill on this before it can even disappear into the smoke. VonManteuffel there, pop the rapid reposition ability. Increases the rate of fire. Okay, here come the planes. Got the flak though this time around. Try to come out with the riflemen, but they're getting suppressed. Clock is stopped though, 15 points for the allies. We've got a fresh Matilda coming through the center. A bit of walking Stuka action, but machine gun gets out of there in time. Got enough for these planes. Double Martyrs though, forcing the Matilda off so quickly, just smashing it to pieces. Hellcat coming in from the side. Oh, and the rocket strafe knocks out both. Oh boy, that's trouble. But he's already backed all the way out with this. Though the LMG commandos, they're doing alright over here. The Stoffstruppen could win this with ease if they pop their Vet 1 ability. There they go. Their ability is, I think, a little bit overtuned. Have they got double LMGs? Sounds like it. Sounds like they've got a bar perhaps as well as their regular machine gun. Do you see that? There's another bug able to fire long range. Hellcat. Next Panzer III. Snare's not quite enough for the kill. 16 HP left. They trade. Both going down. Desperate hold over here for Warbringer, but I think he's going to get overwhelmed by all of these high vet double LMG equipped Panzergrens. Here comes a strafe though, trying to dodge off to the side. Pins one of them. That'll buy him a bit more time. Commandos need to switch targets. Here they go now. Pops his Vet 1 ability, trying to focus down the section that has to get out. Allies capping in the center, but getting forced off now. Machine gun trying to suppress. Does. Rifleman sprinting in. Where are these guys going? I'm surprised they didn't go for the cap here. They could have won. Strafe on the Axis side, suppressing, or pinning the machine gun. Jäger's coming in. Lining up the Panzer IV. The LG-40's right here waiting. Bit of walking Stuka action. The rocket loiter comes through, doesn't get a clean hit on the Panzer IV, does force it back. Flak is up to Vet 3 now. Not shooting at this loiter for some reason. Here it goes now. Shot down one of the planes real fast. Maybe it's a graphical glitch. Maybe it's a sound thing. Looks like they're going to target the Marder. Both of them shot down now though. Allies desperate hold. Still working for the moment. Sherman coming out to the side looking to open things up. Finds a wounded Panzer IV out here. The Marder is nearby. But the Sherman should be able to knock this out in time. He's got the strafe ready to go. He's going to try to clear off the machine gun with that. Oh! 3 HP is still alive. Couldn't have expected that, but the machine gun did get forced off. He's going to go for the cap. Axis capping in the center. Here comes the Marder and the fresh Panzer IV though. So that's got the immediate Vet 1 bonus. Pops the Panzer IV onto turbo rate of fire. Clears off the engineer. Did stop the clock though. 6 points. Jäger's coming out to cap. Both of them are Shrek Jägers, I believe, so don't have their capture rate bonus. Need the recon package for that. LMG Commandos out this side. Doing good hold against the infantry, but here comes the Panzer III. Dodges the grenade. Dodge off to the side sprints. Well done. Just single pass. I think it was Heartless Jägers. Strafe. Fresh Panzergren running across there. Oh! Oh, walking Stuka. Nasty stuff there, but the Allies just had to stay in. Have to keep the cap going. Axis capping out on the edge now. Oh, with the Panzer IV, I think that was. Getting another squad wipe. I think that'll do. The Allies just have nothing left to cap with anymore. Only 4 points. Yep. GG though. Impressive hold from the Allies. They were so far behind on army size for such a long period there. But eventually they got overwhelmed on the tail end. Very good dodging from the Axis. It's hard to dodge those strafes, and they really did minimize the damage from them. That was quite impressive. But yeah, I think maybe the control from Warbringer on his tanks a little bit lackluster. You know, when he had the double Matildas, double Crusaders, that should have been just like a GG move. Should have been able to smash everything, but mishandled things a bit. Unfortunate for him when he went for that double Crusader dive that I think he couldn't right-click the tank that was getting turbo repaired because of the high size infantry selection boxes. So that kind of backfired on him. I've had that happen many a time myself. Very frustrating. Hopefully that will get addressed shortly. But yeah, GG. Very tight battle. Lots of action in this one. Excellent match. Well, anyway, guys, wrap on that. If you like, again, be cast by me. Details are in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.